Hello students, how are you? In our last video lecture we have done classification of solution on the basis of physical state of solute and solvent. Today I will explain you classification of solution on the basis of concentration. And on the basis of concentration, a solution can be classified into these three categories, basically saturated, unsaturated and supersaturated solution on the basis of concentration. So what is the meaning of saturated solution or what is the meaning of unsaturated solution? First of all, I will explain you about unsaturated solution. A solution in which no more solute or no more salt can be dissolved at a particular temperature and pressure is called unsaturated solution. A solution in which more solute or more salt can be dissolved at a particular temperature or pressure is called unsaturated. A solution in which more salt or solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature or pressure without changing the conditions of temperature and pressure is called unsaturated solution. While the other solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature or pressure is called saturated solution. It's called saturated solution. And what is the meaning of supersaturated solution? A saturated solution can be converted into a supersaturated solution by changing the conditions of temperature and pressure. If we change the conditions of temperature and pressure, then a saturated solution can also be converted into a supersaturated solution. So how can we define a supersaturated solution? A solution in which more solute can be dissolved by changing the condition of temperature and pressure is called supersaturated solution. So a supersaturated solution can be prepared after the saturation of solution. A supersaturated solution can be formed after the preparation of a saturated solution. So these are the basic concepts of unsaturated, saturated and supersaturated solution. But if we want to explain a saturated, unsaturated and a supersaturated solution technically, then it can be done with the help of solubility product constant, KSP. So what is the meaning of KSP? In 11th class we have already studied about KSP, solubility product constant. So what is the meaning of solubility product constant? If any salt is dissolved in water, then you know that it gets dissociated into its constituent ions. And what are the constituent ions of any salt? Cations and anions. These are the constituent ions of any salt. So if any salt is dissolved in water, then it gets dissociated into its constituent ions, cations and anions. So at equilibrium, if the dissociation of any salt becomes equal to association, dissociation of any salt becomes equal to the association of cations and anions, then this state is called equilibrium. इस स्टेट को ही हम इक्विलिब्रियम की स्टेट बोलते हैं. So after some time in aqueous medium, equilibrium can be observed. Aqueous medium में किसी भी salt या solute को जब हम water में dissolve करते हैं, तो कुछ time के बाद we can be observed equilibrium in this solution. इस solution में equilibrium आ जाता है. And at the state of equilibrium, you know that rate of forward reaction becomes equal to rate of backward reaction. And at this state, if the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of backward reaction, if we want to find the value of equilibrium constant K, then it will be equal to, according to the law of chemical equilibrium. You know about law of chemical equilibrium. In 11th class, you have already studied about law of chemical equilibrium in 7th unit. Law of chemical equilibrium के बारे में आप 7th unit में बच्चे study कर चुके हैं. What is the meaning of law of chemical equilibrium? At the state of equilibrium, equilibrium constant is equal to the ratio of product of molar concentration of products to the product of molar concentration of reactants term raised to the power their respective number of moles involved in a balanced chemical equation. किसी balanced chemical equation में जो products के molar concentration का product है और जो reactants के molar concentration का product है, उनके ratio को ही हम बोलते हैं equilibrium constant. It is called equilibrium constant and it is represented by K. And you know that since salt What is the physical state of salt? Pure solid. And what is the physical state of water? Pure liquid. And you know that for any pure solid, molar concentration is always constant. It will be equal to 1. And since the molar concentration of pure liquid will also be equal to 1 के बराबर होगा. Therefore, if we multiply the concentration of salt and water with K, then it will give a new equation. So if K is multiplied by molar concentration of salt multiplied by molar concentration of water, then it becomes equal to molar concentration of cation multiplied by molar concentration of anion. Then, since all these quantities are constant, K, molar concentration of salt because it is a pure solid, and molar concentration of water is also a constant, therefore the product of all these quantities will also be a constant, and it can be replaced by KSP, which is called solubility product constant. And solubility product constant is equal to molar concentration of cation multiplied by molar concentration of anion. Molar concentration of anion. It is called solubility product constant, where KSP is equal to, note down your copies, KSP is equal to solubility product constant. Is equal to solubility product constant. Note down your copies. So if we dissolve any salt in water, then it gets dissociated into its constituent ions, cations and anions. If we consider this aqueous solution at the state of equilibrium, if the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of backward reaction, then at this state we can be applied law of chemical equilibrium. So at the state of equilibrium, equilibrium constant is equal to the ratio of product of molar concentration of products to the product of molar concentration of reactants, the raised to the power their respective number of moles involved in a balanced chemical equation. So with the help of this equation, we can find relation between solubility product constant and ionic product. It is called ionic product. It is the product of ions, cations and anions, and it is equal to KSP, solubility product constant at the state of equilibrium. So note down in your copies this formula. KSP is equal to concentration of cation multiplied by concentration of anion. Okay, done. So which one is for note कर लिया है. And with the help of this equation, we can be completely explain a concept of unsaturated, saturated and supersaturated solution. इसकी help से हम unsaturated, saturated और supersaturated solution के concept को technically समझ सकते हैं. What is the relation between KSP and ionic product, solubility product constant and ionic product for an unsaturated solution, a supersaturated solution and for a saturated solution? क्या relation है? So dear students, if we consider relation between KSP, solubility product constant and ionic product for all these three kinds of solution, then it can be done as. What is the meaning of KSP? Solubility product constant of any salt will always be equal to its solubility. It means to say that more the value of KSP, more will be the solubility of any salt in water. More the value of KSP, more will be the solubility of any salt in water. So suppose if we dissolve any salt in water, then if KSP is greater than ionic product, if KSP is greater than ionic product, then more salt can be dissolved in water so that the process takes place in forward direction. If we dissolve salt in water, then it gets dissociated into its constituent ions, cations and anions. And suppose the solubility of any salt is more than the concentration of cation and anion. If the concentration of reactant is more than the concentration of product, then obviously according to the Lecher-Taylor theory, in the 11th class you have already studied about Lecher-Taylor theory. So according to the Lecher-Taylor theory, if we increase the concentration of reactant, then the equilibrium is shifted in forward direction. Equilibrium is shifted in forward direction. So this process takes place in forward direction if the solubility of any salt, if the value of Ksp is greater than ionic product. If the solubility of any salt is more than concentration of cations and anions, if Ksp is greater than ionic product, then in this case more salt can be dissolved in water. And if more salt can be dissolved in water, then such type of solution is called unsaturated solution. So dear students, for any unsaturated solution, the value of Ksp will always be greater than ionic product. For any unsaturated solution, the value of Ksp will always be greater than the value of ionic product. But at any point at the particular temperature and pressure, if the solubility of any salt becomes equal to the concentration of cations and anions, then the process takes place in both forward and backward direction equally. And in this case, the value of Ksp becomes equal to ionic product. It means to say that the amount of salt dissolved in water will be equal to the association of cations and anions to give salt again. Therefore, the process takes place in both forward and backward direction equally. And in this case, the value of Ksp becomes equal to ionic product. And in this condition, at the particular temperature and pressure, no more salt can be dissolved in water. And such type of solution is called saturated solution. If for any solution, the value of Ksp becomes equal to ionic product, then this solution is considered as a saturated solution. But if we consider third condition, suppose in any solution the concentration of cations and anions will become very high. If the concentration of cation and anion become very high, then cations and anions are combined with each other to give original salt again, so that the equilibrium is shifted in backward direction due to the increase in concentration of product. Equilibrium may be shifted in backward direction according to the Leger-Tellier theory. And if equilibrium is shifted in backward direction, then cations and anions, excess amount of cations and anions are combined to form original salt again, so that PPT is formed in such type of solution if the value of Ksp becomes less than concentration of cations and anions, mean to say that ionic product. So if the value of Ksp, solubility of salt, becomes less than ionic product, then the process takes place in backward direction. In this case, a PPT can be observed in the solution, and such type of solution in which PPT can be observed are called supersaturated solution. So how can we define a supersaturated solution? A saturated solution in which more salt can be dissolved, and the excess amount of salt is converted into cation and anion, which again combine with each other to give original salt again, so that PPT is formed, and such type of solution is called supersaturated solution. And supersaturated solution can be prepared by changing the condition of temperature and condition of pressure. If we change the condition of temperature and pressure, then a saturated solution can be converted into a supersaturated solution. So dear students, in our next video lecture, I will explain you about Henry's law, its applications, and some important numericals based on Henry's law. Okay, thank you.